Here we go. Whoop, whoop. So, my friends, welcome to today's session. We are today going to be doing some tech stuff, which I know is absolutely terrifying, and some of you find about as much fun as voluntarily going to the dentist, but we have to do this. We are in the online business world, and if we are not getting our tech in order, we are trapping ourselves in a world of doing things manually. We are trapping ourselves in having to do things, paying other people to do things that tech could be doing for us, right? Let's put those robots to work. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up an online course on, quite frankly, the best online course platform in the world. Thus, I said it. Of course, I'm biased, but go and compare the features to any other platform out there, and you will see for yourself that I speak the truth. We're going to be showing you how to actually upload a course onto a course platform, how to connect it to a checkout, and how to then connect that checkout to an opt-in page. What? And then, if you don't feel techie enough by that point, how to actually create an automated email welcome sequence that will make you look like an absolute tech genius to your students, that will welcome them to the course, give them their passwords, follow up with them whilst you sip pina coladas on the beach. And you are going to be able to do this even if you are as tech savvy as a potato. I promise I've got you techies. No more time to waste. Let's go. Now, the platform I'm going to be showing you guys to do this on is a platform called TekMatix, TekMatix.com. It is an all-in-one online business marketing and course creation platform. It is your website, it is your blog, it is your course platform, it's your membership platform, it's your sales pages, it's your funnels, your calendar, your customer record management system, and so much more. You're going to be having a little peek of some of them today. There is no other platform on the market at the moment that has the same amount of features. And just for the sake of transparency, I am the CEO and founder. Round of applause. We are really looking at how can we make our business more simple, more effective, and more scalable, because the second you're using tech, basically it allows you to take on as many customers as you could possibly handle without actually having to increase your workload or your staffing. And just to put this into perspective, guys, I'm coming at you today from the spare bedroom of my home in remote Western Australia. I have two young children whose bedrooms are right there. I have 266,000 students currently studying in my online courses in 181 countries. And I do it all using technology and, of course, lashings of passion, if that hadn't come across just yet. So here we go. We are going to share our screens. I'm going to take you into, we've got a live stream ourselves over here. I'm going to take you guys into the back end of TekMatix. You can grab yourselves a free trial, TekMatix.com. As part of that free trial, you get a free 60-minute onboarding call with one of our amazing tech experts who will set up your account for you, connect all of your integrations, put your logo on it, connect your social media channels, because yes, it's also a social media scheduler, and do all that techie stuff on your behalf. So you'll see when you look at this dashboard, there are all kinds of things that TekMatix does, things I haven't mentioned yet, like managing your tasks for you, managing your calendars, doing all of your email marketing, your SMS marketing, getting and gathering reviews for you, and so much more. But let's talk about what we're all here today to look at. How do we add a course to TekMatix? How do we start selling it today and making money immediately? Glad you asked. You're going to log into your TekMatix account, and on the main left-hand side, you will see a tab called Sites and Courses. Skip past all the amazing free pre-built template funnels that we've put in for you. Skip past all the amazing websites that we've pre-built for you. Skip past the blogs and go over to memberships and courses. From there, click on products. And this is where you can sell any kind of product from. It could be a self-study online course. It could be a coaching program. It could be a membership. It could be ebooks, digital downloads. It could be templates. It can even be services. I sell my done-for-you services from this courses area and have all the onboarding sections, the onboarding forms, and the onboarding instructions all in the course bit, right? So this is a really great way for you to get your business organized and have a dashboard for your customers for students to be able to go for their resources, their guides, their instructions, and to submit information through to you for whatever reason it might be. So when you are inside your products area, you're going to click on this big blue button that says create a product. Now you do have some templates in here, but I recommend you just click on start building, and you're going to give your product, your thing, a name. Now I'm actually going to start building my real challenge that's coming up in May called Busy to Boss, which is going to help busy business owners get organized, hire virtual assistants, and start systemizing their business. So this is going to be my Busy to Boss 5-day challenge. Put in the title. You can change this title at any time. Whack, create a product. Now, what I'm actually going to do here, guys, is I'm just going to take you to my little overview screen, because everyone loves the flowchart, and if you don't, we're probably not going to get along. All right, here's a sexy flowchart for you. These are basically the steps for adding a product to your TekMatix account. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually add the course. And then we're going to just tidy up the course settings so that our course area looks nice. It's going to present nice to our students. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to look at how do we actually sell our product. We're going to create the checkout. We're going to create the little landing page, and we're going to make sure that that landing page buy button connects to the checkout. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. And then we are going to show you how to fulfill the product. And by that, we mean deliver the access to our students on autopilot. So we will be covering all of that. My husband's right next to me making a lot of noise. Husband, would you like to do that any more loudly? So here's what we're going to do. This is step one. We're now going to add the course. Okay, so we're in our members area. We've pressed create a product, and here we are basically in our product building area. So you'll see here we've got this thing called product structure, and it's got a little plus button next to it. From here, this is where we could typically add what we would typically see as modules. So categories are modules inside this system. We're going to press create a category. For the sake of example, I'm going to say module 1. All right, you keep going through and press module 2, module 3, module 4. Now, my particular course I'm creating right now is a challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. So instead of calling mine module 1, module 2, module 3, I'm going to call mine day 1, day 2, day 3. If you're delivering sort of, you know, a 4-8 week long coaching program, you might like to call it week 1, week 2, week 3. So you can be, you know, as flexible as you like with these. You can click on the actual module category to edit the titles, whatever you want it to be called. So I might call my first one, Welcome to the Challenge. And just as a side note, guys, when it comes to delivering courses, I recommend that whether it's a challenge, a coaching program, a self-study course, that inside the first section of your course area, that you always have a couple of common elements. The first thing that I recommend you always have is your welcome video. So this is your video that pops up the first thing your students see, that usually should be around 5 minutes long, no more than that, where you're saying, hello, welcome to the XYZ course. My name is, and I'm really excited to have you here on this. And then you'd say 5-day program or 4-week coaching program or whatever it is. Then tell them how the program is going to work. So, you know, depending on whether you have, for instance, like my concept course, you might say, you have your self-study videos, make sure you turn up at the weekly live call, make sure you join the Facebook group, right? You're just going to explain the program and then finish that video with a little bit about you. So this is where you say, this is why I'm so passionate about this topic. This is my expertise. This is why I'm here. I know where you are. I know how you feel right now. This is where I once was too. And that's why I'm now an expert in this thing. So it's just that welcome video to introduce them in, introduce yourself, and kind of give them that overview of what to expect from the program. The second lesson I would recommend having inside this welcome area would be something like, if you do have live calls, I would have a lesson called live call dates and times. And inside that, list your Zoom links to your calls. And the third lesson I would always recommend having in that welcome area is, if you have a Facebook group or a community, then link that in there. The fourth lesson I would recommend you consider having in that welcome area would be something like how they can book a call with you, book other services, buy other products and resources. So you've got to remember there's always going to be people in your programs that want to just self-study. They're like, leave me alone, let me crack on with it. There also will always be people that want that one-on-one help and support. So obviously TekMatix has inside the calendars area, it has booking links so that people can book paid appointments with you. So they have to pay to book an appointment. Inside this welcome area is certainly where I'd be putting my link so that people could book a one-on-one call with me if they wanted to. This gives you the opportunity to obviously make more money from your course. So once we've gone through here, and I'm just going to add one more, for example, I'm going to call mine day 1, day 2, day 3, but I'll leave the last one as it is for the sake of examples. Once we've got, excuse me, once we've got our major modules in, then we're going to add our lessons, okay? So if I was going to press the little blue add button inside the module, this is where we can go in and add our lessons. So I might call this the welcome to the challenge lesson. Then I might have, I haven't spelled that correctly, I'll go mess around that later. Add another lesson. This might be join the Facebook group, as I was just mentioning. And then, of course, I may have down here in our modules, or day 1, day 2, this is going to be, lesson 1. Now, never call your lessons lesson 1. Always call your lessons the name of what they're going to learn in that lesson. All of your courses on TekMatix are search engine optimized and indexed by Google. Therefore, you want to make sure that your lessons are titled with the thing that they're going to be searching for or what they want to know, because it's going to help your course come up in search results. Also, it's going to make people, it's going to make people be more inclined to opt into your course because they're going to be able to see the value that they're getting from it. So just a couple of little side tips there. Now let's pretend we've gone in and we've added all of our lessons. So I'm just going to put lesson 2 here, for example. A couple of other things I want to note before we go into how do we add content to the lessons. If you scroll over to the top of your module area and press drop down here, you will note a couple of little features. One of them is called drip. Drip feature means that you can actually choose how many days after somebody has joined this course, they get access to that module. So this is really effective if you're running, for instance, like a weekly coaching program, and you only want people to have access to that module at a certain point, at week 1 or at week 2. You only want them to have access to module 3 on week 3. So by setting that drip feature, it will release that content on the day that you set. This is also really good if you're doing a live launch, whereby you're actually actively creating the content as your students are already enrolled and going through the program. You can actually set that drip feature so that people can't move on to the unfinished modules just yet. The other thing I want to know is when something says draft, this means that only you as the admin can actually see that content. Your students won't be able to see that that exists at all. So again, that's really great if you're still working on a module that you haven't opened up just yet. Right, so let's say we have inserted all of our modules, we've put in all of our lesson titles. The next thing we're going to do is actually upload our content that our students are going to consume. So you can upload video files, you can upload any kind of attached file. You can also embed live websites, live forms, articulate files, SCORM compliant resources, interactive files, basically anything you like that you have an embed code for. But I just want to mention the video. So if we've just got a simple video, simple MP4, you're just going to press select video. It will allow you to just go in and choose a file and go in and upload a video. All right, I'm not going to upload on the demo because it will mess with my internet connection, but it's as simple as just clicking the file and it will upload the video. Your video files are all hosted on your TekMatix account inside your media library. So there is absolutely no need whatsoever for any additional video software like Wistia, Vimeo, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's another cost you can completely get rid of on TekMatix. It's all hosted in your TekMatix account. And at the moment, at the time of recording this, there's no limit to the amount of media files that you can have inside your account, which is also very awesome because other platforms do limit how many courses you can have and how much content you have. Over here at TekMatix, we do not limit your creativity. We do not limit your ability to go out there and change people's lives. We want you to educate the world because that's what we're all here for. So I'm just going to see if actually I've got a really short video because I want to show you what it looks like from a student's perspective. So let me just grab something that's really short. Hopefully this won't mess with the connection. Give me a second. As you can see, even with 5 million tabs open and live streaming, TekMatix Uploader is incredibly fast. So it takes no time at all for your videos to upload. Boom, video uploaded. Now here we can actually add a thumbnail for our course. So when you'll see in a moment, I'm going to be showing you the student's course player. When the student logs in, they will see, the video, and they'll have a little thumbnail for every single lesson. So this is where you would upload your lesson thumbnail. I'm going to upload just a random photo just for the sake of demonstration. So I'm just going to grab that for the sake of this. And you'll see when I show you the preview what this will look like to a student. Now, if I had attachments to go with this particular video, maybe I had a workbook, worksheet, something the students have to fill in. Again, you can go here, you can choose your files, and you can upload any or as many resources as you want. So there's like a PDF, for instance. Let's pretend that's my workbook for this lesson. This will allow me now to say in the video, if I'm teaching in that video, now go and grab your download, make sure you complete exercise 2. The download is in this lesson. Your students are going to see that file and be able to download it straight onto their computers. Now in this text area here, this allows you to add in any kind of text. It might be a summary of your lesson, summary of the key points. You can hyperlink any of those to external links. You can add images, and of course you can format that in exactly the way you would format anything inside a Word doc. This little bit of code here is if you wanted to embed any external file. So this is where if you've got interactive video files, you just click on this little code link here, and it will allow you to put the embed code in here. Maybe there's a YouTube video, for instance, that you might like to share with your students, but you don't want to send them to YouTube outside of your course. You can just grab the embed code from that YouTube video and place it right in here as well. So that's pretty handy too. Just for those people who are doing fancy schmancy stuff, you're going to make sure it's set to published, press save, and that lesson is now saved. And I'm going to show you what a preview of the whole course looks like. So of course now we would assume that you go through this platform, this course area, and do exactly the same. You're going to add all of your content to all of your lessons. Now at the moment they're all set to draft, so we're not going to be able to see many of these, but I will just put them onto publish, even though there's nothing in there for us to see. We are just going to press the preview button here because I want to show you at the moment now what this would look like to a student. Note, by the way, that this area says courses.sarahcordner.com. When you create your TekMatix account, you can connect your own domains to your TekMatix account. You can also connect multiple domains to your TekMatix account, but your courses area you can customize to be courses.yourwebsite.com, academy.yourwebsite.com, learn.yourwebsite.com. So this will be fully branded in your own branding, your own colors, your own fonts. Nobody will ever know that you're actually using TekMatix. All right, this is all going to look like your stuff. So you can see here, this is the lesson we've just created. Obviously, I've not made any of this look pretty yet, but you can see there where I put the thumbnail, that's what it looks like to the student in this particular layout. And of course, we can even add instructor information here. But how do we make this look beautiful? Glad you asked. We're going to go back into our courses area. And now we are going to, just to go back to our steps, right? We've added our course now. Ding! Now we're going to go and change our course settings and the course player settings. So we're going to go into our course and we're going to click Customize over here. And you will see, in a second, inside this customization area, this is where we can change the course player that the student sees. And yes, you can even customize this per individual course. So if you have really different categories that you teach to really different types of groups of people, I know maybe you have a meditations for mums course, and then you have like a leadership training for CEOs course, you could choose completely different course players for each of those courses and brand them completely differently for those two very unique audiences, which is obviously great for you. So here you can actually just have a look at these different course player layouts. Decide which one you like. So this is an example here of the classic theme, I believe. My internet catches up with me. Great chance for me to have a sip. Okay, my internet's going too slow for that one, but you can see the preview of it here. If you click on preview, it will show you what that course player looks like. If you click on customize, over here, it will actually allow you then to go in and edit that course player for that particular course to match your branding and your style. So here's what it looks like when you're going in and edit. So this is one we've just made. If I want to edit over here, let's go to theme settings. I can change the colors. I can change that's just a standard background area. So I can upload any image I like to that background area. In the sections over here, this is where I can change even like the lesson progress bar, what color that is. That's, see where it says 0 to 4 lessons completed. I can choose that progress bar to be pink if I want to. The course body itself, that's where they're actually learning and seeing the course area. All of these fonts, font sizes, colors are all completely customizable, as is your instructor profile area. You get the point. So you change it however you want, you press apply theme, and it will look like your site and not TekMatix site. So that's how you change the course player for the student. The next thing I'm going to show you in the course site settings is where you can add your instructor bio and your instructor information. Now, just on the topic of instructors, in TekMatix, we do not limit the number of staff or users that you can have in your account. Not only can you have unlimited contacts, you can also have unlimited administrators or staff. So if you are doing co-instructing with other experts, if you're bringing expert guests in to present to your audience, you can actually give them permissions to be course instructors on the back end. You can list them as instructors inside the system, and you are completely unlimited in how many of those other instructors you can actually add. So back in our course area, we also have the details section. So we were just in customize before for the course player. Inside the details section here is where we can add our overall course thumbnail. So the thumbnail is what's going to show up on the student's dashboard when they log in. It's the thing that shows when your course shares on social media. So this is that product thumbnail. It gives you the dimensions right here. I actually have one I made earlier, so let me just upload one here. No, I don't. So I'll ignore that. I'm just going to choose the wrong one on purpose for the sake of demonstration. This is now our course thumbnail that will show up on the student's dashboard. If we click on customization further, this is where we can go in and add all of our instructor info here. So in the heading is instructor, facilitator, trainer. All right, I'm just gonna leave it as instructor. You can upload a headshot of your beautiful face, and then of course, all of your contact details and whatever you wanna write about yourself over here. Okay, we're gonna press save. Let's pretend we filled all of that in. Lovely, jubbly. We have now created our course outline. So I'm gonna first of all, just go back to the outline and let me show you a little preview of what this looks like to the student now that we've just added those bits in. So let's click on preview. Obviously I didn't customize mine, I didn't add anything pretty. So we're gonna remember the fact I've not beautified this. So the student sees this when they log into the course, they press start course. And now we have, remember we uploaded this video? Ta-da, there it is.
What's up, Techie?
So we've now got the video plays here, all of their lessons show there. There's that download that we uploaded, and there's the text that we popped in to the lesson as well. So on this theme that I've used or selected for this, this is what the student sees when they log in. And of course, like I said, it's all customizable inside that customized area. So we now have added our course and we've messed around with the course settings to make it look all sexy. Ding! Next step, let's start selling this bad boy. Woohoo! We all like making some money. Let's not pretend we don't. So we're now going to go on over to our memberships and courses area. Our next step now, if we go back to our sheet here, is to create the checkout. This is the thing that people will actually give us their email addresses and give us their money. So this is a very important step, and I'll show you what one looks like as an example first of all. So we're going to go into our sites and courses, memberships, and we're going to click on offers now. So now we need to create a checkout that goes with the product. So let's click on offers. The best way for you to think of offers in TekMatix is as checkouts. But the only reason we haven't called it checkouts is because it's not just a checkout. It enables you to create bundles, it enables you to create memberships that package together a number of different products. And that's why it's called offers, because you can actually sell more than one product all bundled together inside these checkouts. But just think of offers as offers/checkouts. So I'll show you what one looks like as an example, just so you can see what we're about to create. This here is the checkout for my Funnels on Fire challenge that is starting, I believe, next month. Yes, it is running in April. It's one of my free challenges that's running in April. So as you can see, it will preload with your custom domain URL. I literally can just take this link now. I could email this link out in an email. I could share that link out on social media, and people can instantly come straight to this checkout. So actually, you don't even need a landing page. You don't need to create a big fancy sales page. You can just send people straight to the checkout, which is really good. Now, this is a free offer, so it's not the best example, but all of our checkout pages look like this kind of layout. They pop in their email address, they pop in their name, they press submit, and then it opens up the bit where they put in their credit card details. The reason why we love this two-step format is because if somebody then disappears because the dog's on fire, we've already got their email address and we knew what product they were purchasing. And therefore, we can actually set up an automation behind the scenes to go, hey, first name, I saw that you were going to buy Funnels on Fire. I hope the dog wasn't on fire, which is why you abandoned your cart. You may like to come back and finish your purchase. And data actually suggests that doing a follow-up email on an abandoned cart like that can recover up to 70% of your lost sales. That's a lot of money for an automation that can be done in one click. TekMatix has got your back, techies. All right, so this is what we're about to create. All you're going to do inside your offers area is press the big blue button that says create an offer. Now it's going to ask us to title this checkout. So we're going to title our checkout with the same title as the product that it's going to be matched with, just so that our brains know what we're doing. So mine's called Busy to Boss. And then we're going to, underneath the products, and say, what product does this checkout belong to? Drop down, and it will show you all of your products that you have. And if you are as a crazy content creator as me and have hundreds of courses, this takes a moment. So I'm just going to go and find the Busy to Boss program.
Sarah, can you actually enter in that product box and it will come to where that is, if you know what the name is?
Not at the moment, but we are entering a search. We are working on entering a search feature here, because I know that there are some people that are as mad at me as creating. So we've got Busy to Boss. You can see there I found the product. And then, of course, you can choose your price. So I have no idea what I'm charging for this one, but I'm just going to put in $149. Now, I just want to make a note on the currency that automatically shows up here in your checkouts. This currency by default is set by the company address that you have listed as the account owner of your TekMatix account. So if you have listed your business as the country of Australia, this by default will show up as Australian dollars. The reason I've got around this is I charge blanket US dollars across my business. So I just, in my business settings, I've put my full address, but in country, I've just put my country US. It doesn't make any difference to like any legal matters or anything. It's just the address that you have in your system. We're not mailing you, so don't worry. All right. So that will change it to US. However, I do want to point out that you can charge for different products in multiple currencies on TekMatix. To do that, you would just go into your payments section over here, and you can add multiple products in the payment section, create a product payment link in there, and you can actually sell stuff in every currency you like without this making a difference, without your country of residence making a difference. It's just that in the checkouts, this is set to default here. If you did want to charge in a currency that isn't your default, you would go and do it in the payment section. So just to let you know, it is possible in other currencies. All right, we're going to press create, make sure it's set to live, If you ever have a situation where people are saying, I can't pay, it probably means that your offer, your checkout is set to test mode. So always make that your first check. If someone says, I'm trying to pay you, but I can't, my payment's not going through, it's probably because you haven't turned your live checkout on. All right, so this is our checkout that we're creating now. And this is what I mean here. This is what we're creating. This is where you can put in the little description. You can publish it. You then put the image on the actual checkout itself. So again, I'm just going to pick a random image for the sake of this. This is the image that will show up on the checkout. All right, so we're going to definitely pop that in there. Now down here, yes.
What size is that image?
It's 1280 by 720.
Okay, thanks. Sorry.
Yeah. Now here, this is where, when you scroll to the bottom of the checkout, this is again why we call it offers. I'm going to move us over here. You can see here that I can add more products. So when somebody buys Busy to Boss, do I want them to get anything else as well? And I personally think this is a really great idea. When anyone buys anything from you, chuck in a couple of surprise freebies. Because what you're basically doing here, if I said add a product, click down here and say, when anyone buys that, they're also going to get something else. I don't know. I'm going to give them a copy of my book, right? There we go. That's one of my books in there. When they log into their dashboard, that other thing will automatically be on their dashboard as well. And I think it's just a really nice touch to over deliver to your customers and for them to jump in and go, wow, I've got some other things that I totally didn't expect. Isn't this person amazing? So this is why we call it offers, because it's not just a checkout. So there we go. We've now added in any other things that we want. Now I want to show you this pricing section here. I'm going to press save first. Let's just always press save before we click on anything. Where we've got our price, we have an option to edit the price. This is where you can change the type of pricing this is. So here you will note we've got the option to make this a recurring subscription, a membership. Right, so this is where I can choose to set up however much the monthly fee would be that's going to be direct debited from their account. We could even have a setup fee, and this is why TekMatix works great as services. Any of you providing services to your clients, you might say, right, my service fee, whatever it is that you're doing, is $1,000 a month, right? But there's an initial setup fee of $5,000 in the first installment because you have your initial consult, strategizing session, or whatever. So you can actually include a setup fee that will charge them that amount in the first payment, and from there on in, whatever other payment you set. You can even have a trial period. So if you want to give someone a free trial to your membership or a free trial to your academy, you could actually set, a 7-day free trial, whatever you want over here. You can have one-time payments and of course even make it free. So that's where you can change all of those settings inside the actual offer/checkout itself. So I'm going to press save, and that's our checkout now completed. To make it pretty, we can actually go in and press edit checkout here. And this is where we can remove the banner at the top, change the color of the banner. I'm not going to muck around too much with that in this call, but there's something else very important I do want to show you in this area where we're editing the checkout. So in the offer details, this is where we can add all the colors. But the thing I really want to show you here is the service agreement option. Now, many of you guys watching have, compliance regulations you need to adhere to, particularly my European friends. You need to be GDPR compliant and all these fancy things. You can actually choose to turn on a checkbox that the student will have to check, or the customer will have to check when they sign up, to say that they have agreed to your terms of use and privacy policy. So if you say required, let me make this a bit bigger for you. If you check required, this is going to add the box to the checkout. You can either pop in the link to your terms of use that might be maybe hosted on your website or something, or you can add in some custom text here that will say, I've read the terms and conditions and I agree, and I'm not going to sue anyone. Love me, right? So let's just pop that in for the sake of example. I'm going to press save. And now you will see when we go and check out the preview of this checkout that they will have to check a box. Can you see that there now? Now, because we've turned that on, it says when I put in my name and my email address, I have to check the box to say I've read and agreed to the terms and conditions. Submit. Guys, I recommend you do this in today's world. It's going to cover your butt. It's a compliance requirement in many countries already. It's probably going to end up in Australia very soon too. I just recommend that you do that just in case, you know, anything ever happens, you've got some backup there. I'm not a lawyer, so don't ask me any legal questions. All right, we're going to go back to our offers. So over here now, what we've done is we've added our course. We've customized our course settings to make it look pretty. We have now created the offer/checkout. Well, now we want to create a pretty little sales page that we can share. Now, of course, we can now quite literally just go and share that checkout as it is. This course is now ready to sell, okay? We can just take that link, wherever that particular one is gone that I've just made. Where is it? There it is. So let's just do preview. I can now immediately start selling this course right now. All I've got to do is grab that link and share that on social media. People can now buy the course. So we've essentially launched it just like that in however long we've been on this call, what, half an hour, something like that. So we want to, however, take it to the next level because we are epic techie edupreneurs. We are going to now go and create a beautiful landing page for our course to be described. So we're going to click on sites and courses, and we're going to either click on funnels or websites. Doesn't matter, but I'm going to, for this example, take you to funnels. Now, if any of you have ever seen ClickFunnels before, TekMatix completely replaces this. We have pre-built hundreds of funnels already made for you. So let me show you here just as an example. There's funnels here broken down by feature, by function, by even industry as well. So let's just go into the lead magnets and course landing pages one over here. Let's pick out, what's this one look like? A paid course. Click on this and it will show you here. We've kind of got a course layout for you to use. You can preview this if you want to have a look at them and go through them all. Press that preview button and you can edit all of the colors, all of the layouts, absolutely anything you want. I'll just go back and show you a couple more examples just for the sake of demonstration. Back to funnels. Let's go into health and wellness, for instance. And oh, look, there's CrossFit, nutrition. Let's see what this one looks like. Here we have a nutrition one, cool. So again, I'm just going to pick this as an example. Let's do edit. Let's pretend we'd gone through them. We'd found a kind of layout funnel page that we wanted. Now we're going to go in and customize it. You want this to be your branding, your colors, your fonts, and all about your course that you're now about to launch. So when you open up the page builder, anyone who's ever used any kind of page builder, this is going to feel very, very familiar too. It's all drag and drop. It's all click and edit on the page. No coding skills needed. Your gran can do this. All right. All you've got to do is click there and upload your logo. So you press the little image button. Let's try and find my logo. I can't find one, but all you do is press upload file, right? And that will allow you to upload your own logo. And there we go. There's a TekMatix one, for instance. So that will upload, bing. And we go double click and ta-da, straight away. It's got my logo on it, okay? We could then change this text here to busy to boss. I can change the font, guys. When I click on this area here, whatever you're clicking on and working on, it's the left-hand side that you then edit that thing. So I've clicked on the text here. So over the left-hand side, this is where I can change the way that it's positioned, the alignment, can make it left aligned. Oh, bossed, busy to bossed. You can change the font size, bloop, make it small, whoop, make it big, okay, however you like. You can change the colors. Let's pretend I wanted that to be, instead of white, I wanted it to be pink. All right, that looks horrendous, but we're only playing. If you have special hex code colors where it says didn't find your color, you can click here and add in your own hex codes to match your branding and add that as a color to your palette. And obviously go through, edit that text however you want. Now at the moment, this thing here, this button says get an appointment. Well, we don't want it to say get an appointment. We want it to be left aligned and we want it to say buy my course. Join now or enroll now or buy now. We can change that text however we want. And we can then tell the system Where do we want people to go when they click that buy button? Well, our checkout, of course. So here we are clicking on this button, scroll down, we write whatever we want the button to say. We go to the checkout that we've created for this particular course, copy that link, and inside our button editing area on the page builder, you have this thing here. I'm going to make this bigger for you. You have this thing here. Oh, that's way bigger. You have this thing here called button actions. We're basically saying what happens when someone clicks this button. So press this drop down. We want to send them to a website URL. All right, we want to send them to a website URL. And it will say, what website URL? And you're going to go, my checkout URL, of course. So paste in your checkout URL there, and you can choose whether it opens on the same page or opens in a new tab. Entirely up to you which one you set it to. So as you can see there, we now have added that button, now has customized text. We're going to send them to a URL, which is our checkout when they click that button. Then, of course, we can carry on going through this page. We can delete whatever sections we want if we don't like that section there. We can edit this text however we want. If we want to add, let's say we want to add a video, all you have to do, guys, is press add a section and then add a row. I only want one column here. Add an element, and I want to add a video. Let's press add a video. I can now click on this video. Over on the left-hand side is where we can now control our video. You can either upload a video straight into your landing page, which is called a hosted video. I recommend that's the one you go with, because if you upload a YouTube video, ads could pop up on it. YouTube will recommend other videos. You don't want to do that on your sales page. This is your sales page, right? So I recommend you click hosted video. Then it will say select a video. You just upload a video into your library here and it will play your video, okay? The other cool reason why you want to upload your own video rather than embedding a YouTube one, which you can if you want to, is because down here, behind the scenes, TekMatix allows you to do some other pretty cool stuff. If you have uploaded your own video to your TekMatix platform, TekMatix can track whether people watch it or not. You can actually create automations based on whether people watch the video, how long they watched the video for, if they watched all of it or only some of it. How good is that, right? It's very, very cool. So this is where you can allow autoplay so that as soon as somebody gets on this page, it starts playing the video. You get the point, okay? So we can carry on going through, editing this however we like. Where you have the add buttons, guys, this is where you click on this and you can add anything you like. You can add more headings, bullet points, other buttons, you can embed forms, you can add all your media, frequently asked questions, surveys, calendars, requesting reviews, the countdown timers. There's so much stuff you can add in here. If, for instance, we added a countdown timer, let's pretend that this particular course is going to start. Click on here. Let's say it's going to start on the 1st of April. Over here on the left-hand side is where you have your end date. So I'm just going to click the date. Let's say this course starts on the 1st of April. You can now see it automatically changes it to start counting down. And of course, using all of the edit tools here, I can also change the colors and the fonts and all of that fun stuff too. So let's say we're now happy with our page. Let's press save. It will pop up with this, do you want to add SEO metadata? This is what people see on Google. So for instance, I might call this Sarah Cordner's busy to boss. Just want to show you what this looks like. When you scroll down, you see here, that's what people will see on Google. So this is where you can add in keywords, busy, boss, VA, right? Whatever your keywords are that people might search for a product like yours on Google, you can add your name, you can add the thumbnail here, and that will change what's actually seen on Google itself. So I'm going to press save, and then I'm going to press preview. It's going to take a while. Yay, sit right. Let's press preview and look at the sexiness that we have made. Oh yes, All right. Now, of course, we could have gone through and removed all those banners at the top. Now let's just check our button works. This is either going to be really embarrassing or really amazing, and everyone's going to stand up and do a standing ovation applause. Join now. Yay! All right, so you can see now, using a template, we've made a beautiful page. We've got a button that says join now. Let's go over to our little list of what we've done here. We've made a course, we've changed the settings and made it look pretty. We've created a checkout that we can start using straight away. For those that want a sales page, we've now done that. And we've added a button that then goes straight to the checkout, and we've pressed publish, and we have now an amazing page with a checkout that goes to a course. Now we're going to move into final step number 3, which is turning on the auto delivery. Because yes, we can get robots to do this for us too. No more manually sending people their passwords, their access, checking in on them. We're going to get the system to do this for us because that's what good techies do. So we're going to go over now to this step here, which is making sure we actually send our students the welcome email and instantly give them their access. So over in our TekMatix account, I'm going to take you back to the main dashboard. We are going to add a workflow. And workflows are also referred to as automations. It's when you are getting the system to do a sequence of tasks for you that you pre-create yourself. So over here on the main menu on the left-hand side, you're going to click on automated workflows. And we are going to create a workflow for this particular product. Now, by the way, when you log into your account, you will see that I've made some for you already. You're welcome. I'm always adding new automations in there for you to make your life as easy as possible, but we're going to press the big green create a workflow button. And what you'll see, guys, when you go in here is we already have recipes in here for if somebody books an appointment with you to automatically follow up and remind them. You've got birthdays, you've got frequently asked question, you've got messenger bot ones in here, all pre-done for you. Okay, there's loads of sexy things you can go and check out later. We are going to just click on start from scratch for now and press create a new workflow. And it's going to take us into our little workflow builder. Now, anyone who has ever been on ActiveCampaign, for instance, this is going to feel so familiar. Good habits start with good instructions. Always name your workflow. Always name your workflow. Up here, you can name your workflow. And I always name my workflow with the name of the product that this workflow relates to. Trust me, when you have hundreds of courses later on down the line, this is going to save you a lot of mess. Now, every single workflow, guys, starts with what's called a trigger. I like to think of the trigger of a bang bang. Basically, what is it that fires off this automation? In this case, it's going to be someone signing up to this course. So let's just click on add a trigger. I just want to show you how many cool things can fire off an automation in your business. If somebody books an appointment with you, you can fire off automations. If it's their birthday, if tags are added to their contact record, if tasks have been added to the task list, if customers reply to you, if forms are filled in, if someone fills in a survey for you, if somebody phones you or you phone them, yes, TekMatix is your phone system. It is your SMS system. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Right? The more you hang around, the more magic treasure you find. If somebody fills in one of your Facebook ad forms, boom, you can fire off automations. If somebody signs up to courses, if they have access removed from a course, if they complete a course, if people move in your customer journey, if someone pays an invoice, yes, it's your invoicing system. If somebody abandons the checkout, here's that link I was talking about before. If somebody puts in their name and then runs away and doesn't buy the thing, you can say abandon checkout, which checkout for which product, now send this email. Boom. So there's all different things. This is that video tracking one. Remember when I said on your sales page, if you uploaded a video there, you can fire off an automation based on video tracking. Did they watch the video on my Busy to Boss sales page or not? No? Okay, now send them an email saying, how rude, I noticed you didn't watch my video. All right, you can get really, really clever with all of this. And we even have TikTok ads embedded, as well as Facebook ads and Google ads embedded. You can fire off automations for those as well. Now, inside the demonstration we're doing today for a course, this membership section, memberships refers to courses and products as a whole. So what's going to fire off our automation is a membership new sign up, because membership means product or course. So membership new sign up, and it's going to then ask, we can put in our own name here. So I'm going to change this to joined busy to boss. And then we've got to tell the system which product. So we're saying somebody has newly signed up, and then we're going to press add filters. I'm going to say to what? Well, they've purchased an offer, and then it's going to say what offer? And then you're going to type in busy to boss. So now we said what fires off this automation? It's when there's a new sign up to the offer busy to boss. Save. Oh my gosh, I've just noticed something's just gone live. I cannot wait to announce this. I've just seen something in the corner here. Whoop. Anyway, I'll try and contain myself and not get distracted. We are going to now see here that we now have what fires off this automation. It's when somebody joins busy to boss. Now what are we going to do? Press the add button. What do we want to happen next? Well, maybe we want to tag them. Highly recommend you always have your first action as a tag. A tag, for those of you that are new to this world, it's like a label, like a post-it note label that you're sticking on the head of that customer to say what they've bought from you, what they've done, what actions they've taken. Because when people have got tags and labels stuck on them in the system, later on, you can send out emails just to people who have that tag, which makes your marketing so powerful down the line. So we're going to press add a contact tag. And when you press select tag, it will show any other tags you've already made in the past, but we're going to create a new one. This tag is going to be called joined busy to boss. And add new tag. I'm going to label this joined busy to boss. This is just a label that we see in the workflow. Press save. So now when somebody joins busy to boss, they're going to get labeled with that tag. Now what we're going to do, we're going to send them an email. Look, send email. Now this bit here, I'm going to zoom in on. I want you to pay really close attention to what I'm about to do now, because I'm going to show you how you automatically give your people their login information. And you cannot give your login information enough to your people, because I don't know about you, but I'm always losing my emails, even if I star them. Your students are going to do that too. Make sure it's really, really easy. So we're going to basically create an email. And I like to call this first one the welcome email. From name, that's you. It's from you, so pop in your name. Then from email, you can put in whatever email address you want that this is from, and whatever email address you put in here is the email address your students can reply to. So make sure it's not your weird, crazy email address. Subject will be welcome to busy to boss. Okay, oh, buddy boss, welcome to busy to boss, welcome to the course, welcome to your program. Now down here in the section where you write this email, I want you to get very familiar with this thing called custom values. Custom values basically allows you to make the system pre-fill in really personalized information about each customer. For example, the email is going to go, hi, contact first name. So it looks like gobbledygook to us on the admin side, but when you join this course, the system will now pre-fill your first name and say, hi, Braith, welcome to the course. All right, so now we're going to put in, welcome to the course, blah, 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 right, whatever you want to write in. This is the bit I want you to pay attention to. Now we want to give them their login information. So I normally write in first, here's your login URL. All right, URL. Then we're going to put in your email, because everyone forgets which email address of theirs they use. And then we're going to put in password. Now, next to login URL, pay attention to these steps. Click on custom values. Scroll down to membership contact, because remember, membership in the system means products and courses. Click on membership contacts login URL. Then in your email section, click on custom values, scroll down to membership contact, because this is about their product, and you're going to go email. And then for the password section, you're going to click on custom values, membership contact, password. So this looks crazy to us from the admin, but what this will now do is when Sarah signs up for this course, it will say, hi, Sarah, here's your URL, and it will pre-fill in that clickable link to your school that student automatically can jump into. It will put in the email address that Sarah actually signed up to the course with, and it will put in Sarah's unique password that is auto-generated by the system. We make this email once. Love you lots. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to join the Facebook group. If you want to book a call with me, book it here. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Press save. Now, what that will do is we've now made that email. We never have to make that email ever again. Now that is made, that email is going to be sent with all of that login information from now until eternity, as long as we have it turned on. So at the moment, this is set to draft. If I put it as green, that means it's published. I'm not going to do this because obviously I'm writing gobbledygook and everyone's going to wonder why they've got a weird email from me. It's happened before. Now, what we want to do is we may want to check up and follow in on these people. This, for example, is a 5-day challenge. So I'm going to press the add button and I'm going to type in wait. Click on wait and I'm going to type in wait for 1 day. Okay. Let's pretend this all happens on the 1st. So we're going to press wait for 1 day. Oops, time delay. Wait for 1 day and press save. Now we're going to go welcome to day 1. So we're going to send an email, fill in all this information, say welcome to day 1, pop in all that information for them again, and la-di-da. Add another wait step, go wait for 1 day, send them, woohoo, it's now day 2. We'll do another step, wait for 1 day, woohoo, it's now day 3, right? You get the point? You can now check them through this system automatically by simply adding those wait steps in. And of course, the 6th email is going to be, hello, first name. I really hope that you enjoyed this course or challenge or coaching program. Please, would you kindly leave me a review? So now you can send a review request. And you want, do you want to send it by SMS or do you want to send it by email? Press save. And now at the end of the course, they automatically get a request to leave you a review because TekMatix connects to your Google My Business account and your Facebook reviews page, meaning that your reputation dramatically increases because the system is following up on these review requests for you. It just gets better and better. So there you have it, guys. You're going to press publish and save. And there you have, in exactly 58 minutes, created a course, made the settings sexy, made a checkout, made a sales page, connected the buy button to your checkout, press publish on your product. You've created an automatic delivery to your students, automatically checked in with them, and ta-da, you look like the world's best techie ever, and now you're making money. Whoop, whoop, go techies. Any questions from the room? I know that some of you are probably just going. We have recorded this session. We've got hands up. Braith, your hand's gone up first.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hello, my gorgeous. I'm fabulous. Thank you.
Of course you are. Earlier on, you talked about indexing. One of the things that I find cray-cray about your section, I don't have as many courses, but like it's overwhelming. When I try to find stuff, it's hard. So the indexing you're going to bring, is that going to bring them under subject matters that you can sort of put them under, or how's that going to work?
You mean the courses inside your own student dashboard?
Yeah, well, no, so that when I go as a student to your courses, there's like just Sarah called to bet. I can't find what I want half the time.
Yeah, so at the moment, the way that you can manage that right now, so for those people that do have lots of different courses, let me just take you in to show you how you can actually change the order of the products that are on your student's dashboard. So when you go into sites and courses and you go into your memberships and products area, you can change the order that your students see your products on your dashboard. This will be really cool for those of you who are taking people through a step-by-step journey. Like maybe there's kind of, course 1, course 2, course 3, there's an order they have to go through them in. Inside this area, see here, you've got library sorting. This allows you to go in and drag and drop and move your products around here.
Okay.
So quite simply, I could go and just drag and drop that. That will now change the order that my student sees that inside the dashboard. The other thing the students have is, so I preview the courses dashboard here, the students actually now can search inside their dashboard. So if they go, where can I preview this? Can't even see. Let me just go to my courses.com over here. I'll just take you to my actual dashboard. This here is what the student sees when they log into my to my dashboard. There's a tiny little magnifying glass next to their account that allows them to actually search for through your products. So type in concept to course and hopefully concept to course should show. There it is. So it will take them straight to the course they're looking for those of you that have thousands of courses like me.
So there's no other way where you can sort of bunch them into categories?
If you needed to do that, what I would actually do, Braith, is I would create a course and make subcategories inside one product. So for instance, if you have like a big business development program, you may have the category for doing your business plan, and there's loads of mini courses under that. You can actually do that by using the subcategories feature inside the course itself. So if I'm going to take you to this busy to boss one I've just made, if you did want to categorize in that way, this is where you can do it. So inside your product structure area, inside this module, this could be called like the whole overarching category, like business model. And then here you can add subcategories. So there might be business model, it might be business strategy, for instance, and there's a whole bunch of lessons just for business strategy or courses. You can see here how we can create these subcategories underneath. That works really well if you've got lots of different topics under one overarching category.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Next one I see is Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi. You know, I had to say thank you. I just got it in the mail. I thank you so much, Sarah. Awesome. I loved your course. I loved your course, your 30 days to write a book. I did it. I'm telling you all, if you have not taken Sarah, this is your first dive into this. She is brilliant, brilliant. And she is also named in the front of my book as well. So Sarah, so grateful. And I adhered to your tutelage, your wisdom about the 2 pages. Absolutely. So I thank you for this. Now, here I am, and I had lots of questions and I wrote them in the chat. The thumbnail specific, somebody else asked, so I thank you for that. It's just the same diameters as the YouTube. Yes. You can create them in Canva and you're good to go. You talked a lot about the customization of things. Once we customize it, can we then save it as a template so that we can use it over and over and over again?
So when you create one, it will automatically make that your standard display. But you can obviously just go into each course and change that default setting if you did want something different to the standard default setting that you've set.
Okay. And then the third request comment that I have for you is, I know that in the Facebook group, there was somebody who suddenly advertised that they offer the kind of do it for you services. And I had questioned that, and you had said, yes, that they're like authorized, that, but they're a completely separate company. You deal with them completely separately. That's still, in fact.
Yes.
Okay.
So what we've got now, and this is going to sort of properly launch this week, is on the TekMatix website. There is a section called experts. So tekmatix.com/experts. We've now verified 3 providers who have gone through all of our training, have been trained by me, and basically setting up their own businesses, offering services to people using TekMatix, just in the same way for the last 10 years I have been for Thinkific, ActiveCampaign, Kajabi. I've been an expert on their platforms, and that's exactly now what we're bringing on to TekMatix. So basically they will be listed on tekmatix.com/experts. If they're not on that page, they've not been verified by us. If they are on that page, they have been verified by us.
Beautiful. Sarah, you're amazing. You're just amazing. So thank you so much for all that you do and all that you are. And I'll see you next Monday for Course the Concept as well, which I'm going through for my 2nd time, everyone. So if you're not part of that course, you need to take that too.
That's so good. Congratulations on becoming a published author. I'm so proud of you and I'm so excited for all your success to come. Yay! Well done. And by the way, anyone who does want to take that, we're running a group round of it in, I can't even remember when, but we're doing Cash from Kindle in June. We do definitely have a book writing challenge coming up at some point this year. I just can't read it right now because my brain's all over the place. Thank you, Vanessa. Love you. Dr. Bernie, you're next on my list. Hello.
Hi, thank you. I always feel like I'm like watching with my mouth just hanging open. Wow. But I do have a couple questions. One specifically about the forms. I saw how we can make a form within TekMatix itself. But my question is, and somebody else had asked this about maybe having like a knowledge test or like a quiz or something embedded within the course.
Yes.
Do you can we use and I apologize if my audio is cutting out, my internet's acting up, but can we use, like I used Microsoft Forms, and in there Microsoft Forms you could set up quizzes, questions, and then it uploads into a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and then we can actually run the data on that and have a dashboard like people answered blah 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 or right or have.
Oh, I think we might have lost. Oh no, Bernie. I think we've lost her. I can hear you. She's back.
Sorry.
Sorry
about that. My
So
internet's like, yeah.
Was the question how you can use forms and assessments?
For forms.
Yes. So you'll be very pleased.
Right.
To
Forms
know.
for assessments. Specifically.
I do keep losing you just there, but I think I know what you're asking, so I'm going to assume, and I know I shouldn't ever assume, but I'm going to, for the sake of this example, we can go to our module area and press add an assessment. There's actually numerous ways that you can do this. This is just one way that you can do assessments, okay? You can now choose whether it's a quiz or whether it's an assignment. And by the way, you also can have students upload files and upload assignments. Those files will then automatically connect to their client record inside the customer record management system, because this is an advanced CRM. Every single client's record, when you open it up, will show every activity that client's done. You can leave notes about that client. It shows all of the communication from that client, from Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, emails, SMSs, everything all shows up in that one client's record, along with all of their form entries they've ever filled in, all the custom fields, their assignments, and any files they've uploaded as well. So when you do use the quiz feature or the assignment feature here, all of the data will go onto the client's record, but it also goes into your course analytics over here. So inside your course analytics is where you can view all of the assessment results. You can actually export into a CSV file all of the submissions that have come through there as well, just in case you do need to use that to send out to corporate clients or external clients that you're doing group training for and things like that. Now, the other place where you can collect assignments is using the form builder and also using surveys. So depending on the type of information you're gathering and the type of assessment that your students are doing, you actually have both the assignments and quizzes, forms and surveys. That's 4 different ways that you can collect that information and do assessments in the system. Any other questions? I'm having a really surreal moment here because Tony's up on the screen, but she's right next to me. Tony's watching me from there.
Oh, very nice.
Sorry, what was that, David?
Is PayPal going to be a part of? Is PayPal going to be a part of the payment gateway? Just curious.
PayPal?
Yeah.
It already is. So we actually
okay.
Yeah, we have a direct integration at the moment. If we go down into our settings over here, click on settings, go down to integrations right there. We currently directly integrate with Stripe, with PayPal. So that's showing up there. The other place to find your integrations is back, payments, and then integrations for payments. We have PayPal, we have Stripe, and we now also have Authorize Net, And we're currently working on integrating a South African payment gateway as well. So hopefully that's going to happen this quarter.
Oh, thanks.
That's going to allow you guys to be able to work with South African clients as well, because they have real trouble taking payments from PayPal and Stripe because the countries don't like each other. But we're working on that. So we're going to make sure everyone can run a business on TekMatix.
Well, thanks.
Pleasure. Any more for any more?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got my hand up. There's a couple of questions. One is, when I clicked on offers, I couldn't go in the preview on it. I can't go in and change it. It tells me that thank you for signing up. I can share my screen with you if you like, if that helps.
Yeah, sure. Let me give you permission and then let's do gallery. Where are you? I can't even find you now. Who was that was talking?
Wendy.
Oh, it was Wendy. Let me have a look, because that could be interesting. Make co-host. To me, there's a few things immediately coming in my head that your Stripe or your PayPal is not yet connected. That would be the first thing.
It's not to do with. See how it's saying, thank you for signing up. We've sent you an email with login credentials, view dashboard. But
okay, so that's you. That's the system treating you as a student.
Well, how do I change that? Because that happens to me all the time.
So this is you signing up as the student. So when you're creating your offer from inside your office area, do you want to just go into your memberships area there, and that third tab you've got?
I can't access it, sorry.
The third tab along at the top of your screen.
Yeah, I know, I couldn't access it here.
Yeah. So if you go to get link, so where it says expert people membership,
yeah,
and then underneath it says get link, that's your link. So you press copy there. If you were to now put that in a new tab, that's the link you're going to share with the world. So you could open up a new tab, for instance, and just pop that into the URL bar.
Sure, but I can't change. If I preview, it does the same thing.
So you still need to edit the checkout itself then.
And I can't do that because when I go to edit the checkout, it does the same thing.
Interesting. Okay. Well, here's the announcement I wanted to make. We have just 10 times our support service overnight. It's been happening all night. Bottom of that screen, bottom right-hand side, you've got a little black chat box.
Yeah.
If you click that, we have a new aim to have your query answered within 15 minutes, if not 15 seconds.
Okay. And my
24/7 chat box, and 24/7 instant Zoom calls. So the scale behind the scenes that's been going on with staffing and support has been enormous. So you now, if you click on that box, it's a brand new support system we have. That should be sorted for you like almost instantaneously.
All right. I'll do that straight after this. My second question is, can I access each of the members separately, their membership site, and upload something individually to them?
No, unfortunately not, because that is their account. Just
Okay.
like, if I had my Think account. However, if you guys are offering services to your clients, you're helping them set up courses, you're helping them upload content, you're helping them make landing pages, you're helping them do their email marketing, what they need to do is add you as a staff member. So to do that, all you've got to do is tell them to go into their settings over here and then go to My Staff. And then from there, I won't show you that because there's loads of people's names on there that are real. But from there, you just press add a staff member. You're going to then add you as a staff member, and that will allow you to log into their account. And they can even choose what permissions you have and don't have as well. Because all TekMatix users get unlimited staff members, that's what's going to allow you to then go in and be a service provider on their TekMatix account and help them with their courses and things. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, because I do an assessment for them, which is an emotional intelligence assessment, which I can't run through TekMatix because it's done through a provider.
Oh, okay.
I get the results. I was hoping I could upload it for them, but I'll just email it to them and they can upload it. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Sounds good. Any other questions, Wendy?
No, that's all. Thank you very much.
Marianne, my lovely friend, how are you?
Hey, very good. Nice to see you, Sarah. I'm glad you're back in Broome now. Fantastic.
Yay.
To make my way up there sometime this year, I think.
I will put the champagne on chill.
Oh, at least a couple of bottles. If not, keep multiplying that. Sarah, I've got lots of questions, but one question particularly to do with like brand kits. Have you decided whether or not there's going to be some like consistent brand kit that when you put your brand kit in, you press the button, it's going to apply to all?
Yes, we are definitely working on that. It's on our we really want this to happen list. So basically, for anyone who's not sure what we're talking about, inside the page builder at the moment, when you create a new page, you've got to add in your new hex codes again. At the moment, the workaround is you completely brand one page and you just duplicate that page every single time, because then it's all pre-designed. You've got all your logos, it's all the colors are in there. So at the moment, I just have one page that's pre-branded and I press clone, clone, clone and reuse that every single time. But we do definitely plan to have like a Canva style brand kit. I cannot at this stage, it's way too early for me to even give you any indication as to when that might be, but it's definitely on my please developers happen list.
Okay, that's great. No, looking forward to it. I was just when you were showing us where to change the hex code.
Yes.
Okay. So if we literally have to keep putting in that one hex code on each of the templates that we
yeah,
use.
but this is again why I recommend you choose the template you like. You make that one your brand template.
Okay.
And then you press duplicate. Yeah. So this is for those of you who just want to know where that is. I'll just really quickly show you where that is. You go down to sites and courses, pick a funnel or pick a web page, whichever it is that you want. So let's just go in here. Let's pretend this is the one that I want to work with. Here's the one I made earlier, right? I'll just step back. Is before I go in and edit that, let's pretend I've made that one my brand style. You click these three little dots and press clone. And this could be, for instance, like I would call this master template here. Press clone funnel. You won't see that location box, by the way. That will now pop that on the main menu of your funnels. So if I go to my master, so now I always have a master template. So every time I create a page, I would just go clone and then name it for the course. And that master that's been designed and branded is always going to be the same.
Okay. But what you're saying is eventually we may not need to do that because
hopefully,
down
yes.
the line. Beautiful.
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Fingers,
this is fabulous. Cheers.
Did you have anything else, Marianne?
No, all good.
No.
Thank you.
Cool. Adrielle?
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
My question is actually about, so I run cohorts a few times a year. Yeah. And in these cohorts, there's the recorded sessions as well as live sessions. Mm-hmm. And then those recorded live sessions are put back into the course.
Yes.
Now, when I run these cohorts again, do I need to keep duplicating that same course? Because these students that are in the course would have lifetime access as well as access to the future cohorts. Mm-hmm. But I don't want the new cohort to have access to the live recordings from the initial one.
So if you wanted to make sure that new people didn't have access to the old stuff, then you would need to just press duplicate on your course. So I would just duplicate it and create a new checkout for the new round. So I would have, and this is what I do actually with my concept to course, is I would just have a checkout for the March 2023 cohort that goes to the March 2023 version of that course. So it's actually not a significant different amount of work. You're just duplicating the checkout, duplicating the course. And if you want those people to remain separate. I personally, with my concept to course, have just the checkouts stay separate so I can know who every group and cohort is. But inside the course itself, I just have separate modules for all of the different recordings so that they just over time grow in the value that they have. In fact, I even use it as a sales pitch on my landing page, that when you join now, not only do you get all the content and the live calls from this session, you also get the recordings from all of the past live sessions ever had as well. So if I go into this little cohort here and take you inside this course, just to show you an example, because a lot of you may be going down the same road. We have, I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. Here's the pre-training. You've got your live call links and everything in there as well, module 4. Then we have live call recordings for this month. You've got the live call recordings then. I've just made a module for each round that's ever run. And I actually let all new students have access to even to all the old rounds that have ever run as well. And I use that as actually part of the sales pitch.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that would actually make it easier, because currently right now I'm just duplicating the course and then just adding the new sales page and whatnot. Okay, perfect. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, this just keeps adding value when I do it that way. Cool. Glad that helped. Any other questions? We got Barb. Hey, Barb.
Hi, yeah, have loved every moment of this. It's at lightning speed, so the brain is, going.
I only have one setting.
I've sort of been asleep for about 12 months, and so I'm sort of starting all over again. So would I dive into this and make my website first, so I've got URLs and things like that, and sort of gradually build up that way, so I can then do all these links that we're talking about? Is that how you would start?
I would start by making money if I was you. So when you actually, when you log into your TekMatix account, show me the money, right? When you log into your TekMatix account and you get your onboarding session, your TekSpert will connect your domain. So do you own a www.something.com?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So make sure you've got your login details to that GoDaddy or Google domains or wherever you've bought it from. And our TekSpert will actually connect that domain to your TekMatix account from day one. You don't have to do anything else. It just means that your TekMatix pages will work from that domain. And for those people who like to be techie, when you join TekMatix, you do get a free course that will actually show you how to do it yourself. And it's a lot easier than most developers have made you think. So that will allow you to just run it from your own domains. But my recommendation is you need to start making money as fast as you can in your business. So follow today's training to get a product live. Even if you sell one thing for $150, you've paid for your TekMatix subscription for the month, which is going to enable you to keep doubling your money from there on in, right? So that's the proposal. I would say to people, create a product, get it out to market as soon as possible. And I've just proven to you today, you can do it in an hour. You then focus on doing pretty pages and making stuff look nice. Like, I'm about action, production, and profit over perfection and prettiness. And it's worked for me.
100%. So did you say there was like a trial period so we can play with this, or and how,
you get a 14-day free trial inside your account. And of course, I would recommend using that time to get your onboarding call with your TekSpert as fast as possible, so that they can get you set up and it's all working, so you can get a really good actual play. Because once you've got all your social media connected, you can see how those inboxes all pull into one place. It's just going to change your life having everything in that one location. So definitely use that to just get set up quickly, have a good old play, follow the tutorial videos, and make the most of that free trial. Okay.
And is there a one-off payment, or is it like $150 a month? Is that US or is that Australian?
Yeah, so we have one plan, one payment. So for unlimited contacts, unlimited courses, unlimited hosting, connect unlimited domains, have unlimited websites, everything, unlimited students, unlimited users, unlimited calendars, and heaps more stuff in there. It's only $150 per month. That's it. So anyone who joins that, the price will go up eventually. It won't go up this year. It will go up eventually, but anyone who joins now will always be locked in and grandfathered on the price that they have joined TekMatix on. Already way cheaper than most of the learning management systems out there alone. And this obviously has about 21 other platform features added in on top of that. So it's an absolute bargain, if I say so myself.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Right.
Oh, and I do want to, I always forget to say, so I just want to note, just so I'm being completely transparent with people, that $149 US a month is the fixed rate for the platform. And the reason why we've managed to stay so much cheaper than ActiveCampaign and all those other platforms is because your text messages and your emails are pay as you go. So on our pricing page, tekmatix.com/pricing, it tells you what's included. But basically for your $150 a month, not only do you get everything else, you get around 10,000 emails a month included in that, completely free of charge, included in your price. Any more than that you send, it works out $10 approximately will get you about 10,000 more emails, roughly speaking, or about 10,000 text messages thereabouts. And again, it depends on the carrier. But the reason we've decided to keep the fixed rate per month nice and low, then do pay as you go, you're only ever paying for the emails you actually send rather than how many contacts that you have, which we just think is a much fairer way of doing it. And we're not making profit on you sending those emails or text messages either. That's literally just the carrier's rates. So we just, I'm out here to be a fair platform for people who want to go out there and change people's lives. Like this has changed my life. And I just feel like this is my turn to be able to create a place where other people can create, live their expression and give back to the world too. So a little bit of a softy moment. Don't tell anyone I'm too soft. Woo. Softy. Diana, you've got your hand up.
Yes, just a couple of questions. I sent out my lead magnet. I launched it yesterday and sent out an email to my list, which was about 1,000 people. Mm-hmm. So, number one, I couldn't tell who actually opened it, and then today I happened to see in my contacts it said have opened the, subscribe, whatever you want to, enrolled. So there were like 3 people, and then there were a few people that had unsubscribed, but it's a start, right? We were talking back and forth with Fabian and also earlier with Chelsea. The unsubscribed people, I know you're supposed to just not ever send them anything again, but I couldn't figure out if there was some way that TekMatix got rid of them, or because I ended up having to download the names and get rid of them.
No, so okay, that's actually a really good point for us to raise here. TekMatix is your contact record management system as well as an email marketing system. And this is something you need to get your head around, right? Because think of your email account, right? Inside your email account, you have hundreds, probably thousands of contacts, right? They're not on some emailing list. They're in your contacts database in your email account. Over here, you have your email marketing where people have opted in to receive email blasts. Now, because TekMatix is both of those, you've got to think a little bit differently about this platform. On TekMatix, your contacts database, like your email account, right? Your normal everyday Gmail or Outlook. When somebody messages you on Facebook, they're automatically made a contact in your contacts list. If someone emails you, if someone sends you an Instagram DM, they automatically become a contact in your system. But obviously they've not opted in to receive your email marketing. And to be compliant, you've got to make sure, therefore, that you only email people that have opted in, not your entire contacts list. So you do obviously have automatic unsubscribe in your email builder that you can set down, but there is another step that you need to do to make sure that those people don't receive messages from you, and this is called setting them as do not disturb. So I'm going to I'll just unshare my screen while I bring up my contacts list.
Fabi showed me. It's okay. Fabi showed me the do not disturb. So I would have to do that with each person?
No, not at all. So this is what I'm going to demonstrate. I'm just going to very quickly open up my contacts box without sharing the screen, just so that I can bring up myself as an example. So I'm not sharing anyone's contact details. Let me just open up a contact. 1 second. I'm going to open up myself. Sarah Cordiner. To keep everything private. And I'm not showing up for some reason. Oh, here we go. Got it. Me trying not to show anyone's. It's like I'm a contact in every. Am I even a contact in my own system? Let me show Fabi or somebody. Fabi test. Okay, I have a test here. Let me share my screen with you now.
Okay.
So you've got to be very careful about privacy in today's world. So here is an example of a contacts record. When you go into contacts, and click on somebody's name, it will show over here in activity. It will actually show anything they've ever done. It will show blog posts they've read, web pages they've clicked on inside your system, forms they've filled in, courses they've purchased. Absolutely everything they've ever done will show up here. Inside tasks, you can actually add new tasks for this particular client. You can assign it to particular people. You can set the due dates for it and all that kind of fun stuff. You can take notes over here. So if you're doing coaching calls with people, this is obviously for everyone's benefit. If you're doing coaching calls, you can take notes as you're doing those calls, and you can even set appointments with those people directly here. Inside the middle, this will show all the communication that you've ever had with that individual via Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, emails, SMSs, everything will all show up here. All their contact information and custom field data will show up here. And inside this section, it will also have all the attachments that they've ever uploaded if they've filled in assignments or forms with you. But when we go to their contact record and scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see, let's move you guys out of the way. Sorry, I have a lot of custom fields inside my business. You guys will not have this many custom fields unless you add that many. You can see here, we can actually automatically add them to any course or product by enrolling them right here. We also can set them to do not disturb by clicking on any of these buttons. DND means do not disturb. All it will mean is they're just a contact in your system. They will never receive DMs. Now you can set this on autopilot using the automated workflows. So you can have a trigger that is somebody pressed the unsubscribe form, which will then automatically set them to do not disturb. So that's what you would do inside the automations there to automate do not disturb setting. That way your contacts are kept separate from your direct email marketing.
So there's a separate automated workflow for that.
Absolutely. So you go into workflows, somebody has unsubscribed, set to do not disturb.
Okay.
And
Okay,
that's
that's
cool
great.
because you still want to know, you know, that you still want to follow their activity and what they're buying. They just don't want to receive emails from you. So that's how it's a very clever CR and email marketing system.
Okay. Okay.
You got this. There's so much to learn. This is like a box of treasure that's just bottomless. Like it just keeps going. Any more questions?
Thanks for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, Barb's got a hand up.
Yeah. Where would the link be, Sarah, please, to start the trial?
www.tekmatix.com. Would somebody like to type that in the chat for me? That would be awesome. It's going to go in there 5,000 times now. Just www.tekmatix.com. And that will take you to the free trial page. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you.
David. The other thing I'd like to just while we're talking who's going to go next, we also have an extremely generous affiliate program as well, by the way. It's affiliates.tekmatix.com. I'll type that in the chat for you. Affiliates.tekmatix.com. Now, if you guys think this is amazing, which obviously it is, tell people with your own affiliate link. So we will pay you 20% of every single month's payment for the rest of the life of everyone that you refer. So you literally can make an entire ongoing income out of this. And that's exactly, by the way, how I made my fortunes with the likes of Thinkific and Kajabi and all those platforms, because I'd say this platform's amazing, go and use it, used my affiliate link, and I got commissions from those organizations for the rest of time that customer was using that platform. We kick their pants out of the affiliate commissions we pay, so we offer a lot more. So do go on in if you're recommending this to other people. Get yourself paid, because thank you. You know, that's how the world works. You help me, I'm going to help you back.
I have a question about that, actually, if you don't mind. The affiliate program, where can we see who we, how our affiliate link has done?
Yeah, so if you go to affiliates.tekmatix.com, there should be a little tiny button that says log in, and it will take you into your dashboard where you can add your payouts. You can see all the clicks that you've got, the payments that you're owed, when or if you've been paid yet, and it will show all of your affiliate information inside there.
Okay. Can you drop that into the chat? Is that
in the bottom already? Affiliates.tekmatix.com. That's in the bottom there in the chat box.
Thank you.
Cadence has a hand up.
Yes. So could you just show us in the membership site where each member are able to interact? Like, is it only through a thread, or they can then contact each other through the membership site, like a community, or?
Okay, good question. So at the moment, we don't have a full-blown communities feature. We may or may not have something happening. So we are possibly working on a community. However, at the moment, we do have discussion areas. We do have discussion areas. So inside your courses, you can go in and turn on discussions. So I'd recommend creating a lesson called discussion area. And you can actually do this on every single individual lesson if you like, but I think that would just be an administrative nightmare personally. I would just have one single lesson. So let's pretend here that we call this lesson here our, give me a minute, call it discussion area. Just temporarily while the magic is working at TekMatix. Discussion area, and then she's gonna lose it now. All these different pages open. I think it's on the main discussion area. Once you've put your lesson in, I'm waiting for the amazing internet in rural Australia here, on this little drop down box. Oh no, why have we not got it? Oh, here we go. Module. Is it discussion? Where's it gone? It's moved. Hang on, it was right there. Someone's moved it. I do have a video on it. I do have a video. What the? Now this is going to annoy me if I don't find where this is. One sec. Yeah. Is it because I've got subcategories in that one? No, that's moving it up and down. Okay, let me get back to you on that, on the recording of this. I'm going to put and attach the video because there is I just don't know where it's moved to. There is a checkbox that says enable discussions on this lesson. Is it there? No, it's not. All right, I'm going to drop it in the recording. I will make sure I get back to you on that one because there is an area where you enable discussions, but someone has moved it. This is what happens when you got...
So it's best just to have that in one place, just in that welcome.
One lesson only with discussion turned on. And it basically looks like a Facebook comments thread. That's the best way to describe what it actually looks like when it's active.
Is there a search feature in there in case someone wants to search previous discussions that they've held and they haven't?
Not at the moment, because it is just like one giant comment thread right now, but you can use a lesson. If you're using like an external communities area, you can use the embed area inside a lesson to embed one, but we are working on a proper community. So.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't want to start a whole community thing with another organization if I only have to migrate everyone over later. That's going to be like a nightmare. So yeah.
I maybe hurry up. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd recommend for the time being maybe just using a Facebook group temporarily or something like that if you want to have that proper level of interactivity.
Okay.
That the worker bees are working. Sabine has said, if we want to have our own affiliate program, where do we set this up? Glad you asked, Sabine, because the treasure box carries on. We have a full affiliate system manager in TekMatix. So if you click on marketing and emails, scroll on past the social media scheduler, because yes, it's also your social media scheduler. It connects to your Twitter, it connects to your Facebook accounts, business pages, groups, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your TikTok. You can social media post like a queen or king. But let's skip past those amazing things and go straight to affiliate manager. This is where you can go in, you can create affiliate campaigns for any or some of your products and services. You can choose what the payout is for your affiliates, and it will give your affiliates their own special link, and then you come into your affiliates area here to then go and pay them all out. Woohoo! Any more questions? Everyone's just like, All right, I am going to call time on today's session. I hope that you found this really helpful and it's made you really excited about just what's possible for your business. Goodbye, millions of different tech software subscriptions. Goodbye, endless growing bills that don't stop mounting. Goodbye, tech tangles and headaches. Hello, simplicity. Hello, scale. Hello, impact. I really, really hope that you're enjoying the adventure of TekMatix so far. Of course, you know me well enough to know this is only just the beginning. So jump on board, tell all of your friends, please. And we will definitely be running more of these demos. I know that people are really enjoying having this interaction and having a look around all of the different features. So I am going to plan to run on top of the tech toolbox that the girls run. I'm probably going to be running like a Sarah style demo at least every other week or once a week where I can fit it in the schedule for you as well. Thank you so much. I hope you found this helpful today.
Thanks, Sarah. That's fantastic. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Sarah.
Bye.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
see ya.
very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.